This is ANN News Brief.
I'm Lucy Adeyemi. Mozambique has asked the European Union for support in tackling a wave of militant attacks in the country's north by rebels with links to Islamic State, a conflict that has raised fears for stability and security in southern Africa. EU spokesperson confirmed on Wednesday the bloc had received a letter from Mozambique's foreign ministry to ask for help in training its armed forces to battle the insurgency, and said the government of Mozambique and the EU have opened a policy dialogue with a focus on humanitarian, development and security issues in Cabo Delgado, and that the EU will review all available means of support in the light of the outcome of the dialogue. The Islamist attacks in Cabo Delgado province began in 2017. The violence has gathered pace this year, with insurgents seizing important towns for brief periods and hitting military and other key targets. Sudan authorities said on Wednesday a discussion between the United States and the country have taken place on Khartoum's removal from a U.S. list of terrorism sponsors and how it could advance Arab-Israeli peace, of the former headline of Israel. The ruling Sovereign Council said a Sudanese delegation and U.S. officials held talks in the United Arab Emirates on how peace could stabilize the region and secure a two-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian question. In August, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo raised the issue of Sudan establishing ties with Israel during a visit. Sudanese Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok told him at the time he had no mandate to do so. A Sudanese team led by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, head of the council, flew to the UAE on Sunday to hold the talks with U.S. officials on several issues, including what Sudanese officials call serious and frank talks on the future of Arab-Israeli peace, which would lead to stability in the region and preserve the right of the Palestinian people to establish their state according to the vision of a two-state solution. We'll be right back.
Whether you have better news network, we are African News Network, ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
A Commonwealth head of government meeting postponed in April because of the coronavirus pandemic will now be held in June next year in Rwanda's capital, Kigali. The biennial meeting is the Commonwealth's highest consultative and policy-making gathering. It will be held in the week of 21st June 2021. The Commonwealth Secretariat said member countries had agreed on the new date. Commonwealth Secretary General Patricia Cotland said in a statement, our meetings in Rwanda will give us a real opportunity to focus on our post-COVID recovery, but we also know that the pandemic has not reduced the urgency with which global challenges such as climate change, the global economy, trade, and sustainable development need to be dealt with decisively through multilateral cooperation and mutual support, end quote. That is ANN News Brief at 10. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Adeyemi.